And welcome back! The wait is over and we are getting a rematch between Squidding Good, our top seed, versus Crim2 that put them in losers bracket with commanding 2-0. I am Pat, here back with Hat. How are you doing, Hat?
I'm doing very good. I just finished up some work on the Dapple website, and because I forgot to add you, apparently, out of all people. That's so unfortunate, but I added you straight away, and now we're gonna watch a crazy remake between Squidding Good and Crim2, starting it off in Clamblitz Mako Mart. The last time I commentated this map, it snowballed into a 100-0, so hopefully it wouldn't go down here. But Squidding Good is the first team to get a couple splats in, and are the first team that are looking to score, but they have a couple times ready, but not enough to really start a push. That's a joke, they have enough now.
They don't have enough anymore. That super clam is going to despawn, and Crim2 is getting back control of mid, building clams of their own. That's gonna be a quick opening of the basket for Crim.
Yeah, the bracket opening that early is definitely what they need. Silver coming in, got a couple extra clams and pushing the score to 71. It's not high of a score, but still a decent score. Porking is splattered by Crim's Booyah Bomb. Trying to get some more clams, but unfortunately they couldn't. The back is now closed. 71, I don't think that hot of a score, especially the fact that Squidding Good now has a free power clam just chilling on the map. But they still have to wait to get the splash ready to really start pushing in, because they just wasted their crapping in the defensive maneuver, which I don't think that was that good. Pika coming in with that ink that gets a spell on the Este. Very, very good from them. Even if they got spell on themselves right now, 3 players are down. That was still a very impressive splat. Now Fury is looking at the Splatana of Crim. Can they get him? No, unfortunately Grim was too strong. And it's gonna put a big halt, because Crim now, everyone from Crim2 now is respawning, and they have a power clan as well.
And it looks like Crim is going to open the basket again. They don't have that many clams to follow up, but they have enough, especially if Pika is able to put a few in there. 50 is much better lead for Crim, but as you said, on this map you could go to 100-0 so fast. Squidding Good still in there, and 3 versus 2, they have control of mid. They are looking to attack now.
Yeah, they definitely need to get this push in. Unfortunately, they keep on losing the power clamps over and over and over again. Pika going in on a little rampage. The power clamp gets a good trade with the carbon roller. That's what they needed, because if the carbon roller could roam free, oh, you don't want to do that. Even if they have to hold the power clamp, they're still a very strong weapon to fight against. Booyah Bomb now coming out in the air, waiting and throwing it on the snipe, pushing multiple people away, which is good, because now Crim gets in and gets the power clamp into the basket. And now Silver coming with a little bit of a follow-up, and Grim coming in with a little follow-up of their own. Being called out by the machine of Porky is gonna sting and end their push. But they still got another 38, and there's still no points on the board for Squidding Good.
Yeah, Crim with a small extension for the lead. But right now, they gave so much ground to Squidding Good just for that small extension, but it doesn't matter, because Crim is already back in there, getting the picks, denying the super clan. Okay, Crim not stopping. Everybody is getting splatted left and right on both sides, but Crim again with another ball in the basket. They just keep opening, and with 1,000 cuts, Crim2 keep scoring. They just don't stop.
Yeah, there we are. Grim, that's so annoying. Grim is really sneaking in those power clamps over and over again. Hey, even if they only score a couple points, like maybe 10 to 15 points per score, you still slowly start pushing. Well, Squidding Good just doesn't get a single point in at all. We are almost 4 minutes into the game, and Squidding Good hasn't even scored a single point. They finally have a wipeout, they finally have power clamp, and they finally scored, but they only have 7 clamps to follow it up. 17 now with that power clamp. It's gonna potentially jump in, but I don't think there's a jump ready, because 2 players near the basket got splattered before the power clamp was picked up. Only throwing in the power clamp with not a single follow-up is such a huge waste of your first push, and now the power clamp is also just chilling in the middle of the map. That's a big waste of your pity clamp, as Crim2 using their specials to start another push.
It's like Crim doesn't care that they're getting splatted. They just... whether it's on attack or on defense, they get splatted over and over, but they don't mind, because they are moving forward, and that's all they need to do. But right now, Squidding Good, they are getting the picks, they are getting the position. They just need the clams to open the basket and maybe make a big push on this last 30 seconds.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Than really to get some clams onto the board as power clam, especially now in the last 20 seconds. If you don't have a power clam ready, you don't get that sweet overtime. A power clam is ready for Crim, and that's gonna help them a lot into the mind game, into the overtime game as well. 2 players down for Squidding Good, not looking too good. Make that 3 players down. It's just a Spider-Manic alive, and I don't think Fury is gonna do much on their own with 3 power clams and not enough clams around him. It's gonna be a solid game 1 for Crim with only 1 power clam scored by Squidding Good. That's how you play a good game of Clam List. You don't necessarily need to get it. They make big pushes. You just need to make sure your opponent doesn't push at all.
It's like Crim, they didn't care between the Slusher, the Tri-Slusher and the Wiper. They must have so much quick respawn that getting picks on them, getting clean splats on them doesn't matter. They are back in an instant, and on such a small map, having that aggressivity and that ability to come back in whenever you want really sealed the deal for Crim2. Even when Squidding Good had a huge advantage, Crim just did not care.
Yeah, they really couldn't do anything, and that's unfortunate for Squidding Good because they really want to get this victory onto Crim2, but Crim2 is looking like a very, very strong team. They are hungry. They are hungry. I know this is a rematch, so between these two. So, you know, every time there's a rematch, you just want to make the best out of it. Even if you are the winner or the loser, you want to get the best out of it, especially if you're the loser. And Squidding Good, they're not really doing that right now. They're definitely doing it all. They have to go for a small reverse sweep to win this game and move on. Because remember, in the losers bracket, for those who don't know, because I know someone was watching who didn't know, if you are in the losers bracket and you lost your set, you are out. That's over. Game over for the tournament. Better luck next week. Yeah, definitely. Like exactly just like that. That includes a weekly tournament running for so long. 214 tournaments. You know how many weeks there are in a year?
52.
Yeah, they've been almost running this thing for 4. It's been longer than 4 years.
Yep.
That is crazy. The next game mode will be Tower Control on Sturgeon Shipyard. That's the map mode that Squidding Good has decided to play, and they are very, very quickly at the ready for that map mode combination. It's just Silver from Crim2 in the lobby with my lobby cam waiting to get ready. He is ready. My screen says battle time. Let's see what these teams are going to bring, and let's see how good this counter pick is for Squidding Good. They have to ride the tower, and it's match point for Crim2. Remember, Squidding Good has to reverse sweep this in order to move on in the tournament.
And Crim2 not relenting with the aggressivity. They're going to bring a Zap. That's going to provide bevies for all the teams so that everybody can feed and come back as soon as possible. I mean, that's what Crim2 has been doing. That's what has been working for them. Don't stop doing what works.
Yeah, exactly. I was really thinking, where was that drink dispenser, that tactical the last game, because they definitely could have used that one, but it is right there. But Squidding Good gets a full wipeout, even with the tactical. Getting a full wipeout is not good, especially if only one player, the ends up, uses it. That's unfortunate, because Squidding Good is now the first team to start pushing the tower, and they are straight away going to the first checkpoint. It's a bit of a bigger checkpoint though, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to capture it, and unfortunately for Crim2, Squidding Good captured it almost right away! Not just quite! They captured it now. That took a little bit longer than expected because someone got splattered on the tower. But this is looking like a very good start for Squidding Good here.
A very good start indeed. It looks like Crim's aggressivity, once defeated there with a wider map, Squidding Good has much more time to deny any way to get back in, and Crim struggled much more to get back control of the tower, to get back control of their side of the map, to get back in. But Pika has being jet right now, and we've seen Pika be so good with it. It's just a machine left alive on the side of Squidding Good, but 2 players for Crim. Crim getting control. Crim control of mid. Is going to take the tower and push forward.
Let's see how Crim is gonna push that tower on. They use their buoy bomb, and I think the Tacticooler is about to be ready as well. The Tri-Source use their inkjet. We see everything is going out left and right. Hammer Wheel is thrown out as well, but didn't do a whole lot. But the Tacticooler is now onto the tower with some people grabbing it. And it's gonna help a lot with the respawns because there's a couple people here. But let's check all the respawn. I want to make sure they respawn fast enough in order to get back into the zone back to the map in seconds. They did also capture the first checkpoint, which is good because it's gonna help them later on. But they have to push again. Grim using a hammer doesn't get a splat because Fury was there quick enough. And now a lot of people in mid. Pika is trying to do a little flanking maneuver. But I don't think that's going to work as they're getting splatted so quickly against Silver as well with an Enzap. Just being splatted as well. It's nothing too hot for Crim2 as again Squidding Good is pushing. The last couple players to those. This is a very good defense opportunity for Crim2 to get on the tower. And hopefully push it past the midpoint. See if they can get the lead here because the tower as right now is neutralized and going back to the center.
Really good right now, doing so much work, getting another wipe out and pushing the tower forward again. Crim, it's like they found the solution. They are in Crim's head right now. Pika's flanks and cheeky plays are no longer working, and this is Squidding Good pushing, getting even more kills in a 3v1, 3v0 right now. That's going to be that checkpoint and probably a KO unless Crim finds something big right here, right now.
Yeah, let's find something fast, but I don't think they'll be able to as the checkpoint has been captured, the tower has been pushed, and the knockout has been commenced by Squidding Good, not giving Grim a very strong push opportunity, only gave them one little push as they lost 3 players of their own. Other than that, on a single push from Grim, and I don't think the answer was that sort of a play, even with the Tacticooler. There are other weapons with Tacticooler, like the Tri-Source Nouveau, which I think are stronger. But Grim now gets to counter pick their own map. And boy, oh boy, that can be funny.
One map to choose, and this is a best of 3, which means that one map that Crim is going to decide. It will decide probably which team is going to go to Losers Finals. But Squidding Good, they finally got a game off of that demon team that is Crim2, and they have to feel good with that because finally they managed to counter everything that Crim had to throw at them and get the W.
Yeah, definitely. But remember that Crim2 gets to counter pick on this, and that is a huge advantage. I think counter picking the last map in a set is very, very important. And definitely raises your odds of victory. Or your percentage of victory. And that's what Crim needs right now. Because they are hungry for the Losers Finals. It looks like the map mode in question is Clam Blitz on Brinewater Springs. I hope that's correct and not Splat Zones. Because it's usually Splat Zones. I very much hope that is correct. Because that's going to make it very interesting to watch and especially for them to play. Because that's not a map mode you see often at all.
Yeah, I feel like on this map mode, Climb Blitz is so weird. But I think both of these teams are going to like that because both of these teams like to snowball things, go as aggressive as possible, whether with the Wiper and the Tri-Slosher on the side of Crim, or of course with the Carbon Roller on the side of Squidding Good. It's going to be which team manages to wipe the other and really capitalize off of that, get as much in as possible.
Yep, let's see how they're gonna use this tiebreaker to their advantage. Will it be Crim2 going to Losers Finals, potentially even the Grand Finals, or will it be Squidding Good getting revenge on their nemesis as they were the team that got them in the losers bracket in the first place? Let's see how it's gonna go. We see the team with a very interesting comp. Crim2 running something completely off the meta. A Squeezer, a ballpoint, and an Enzap in a singular team. What is going on? I thought this game was just about crab tanks and eat-eaters, but not anymore. We see Fury going out with a quick crab tank onto the center point, trying to push away the people from Crim2 as they are slowly getting their clams. Clambers, however, was the game they excelled at against Squidding Good, but let's see if Squidding Good learned and found a way to beat them.
And so far it looks like the element of surprise is working. That Squiffer is doing the work, is going to get a pick and a trade. And right now Crim2 is getting control of mid. It's just Fury on the backside protecting the ball. That crab tank though is going to get completely shredded. Still gonna give the advantage to Squidding Good. But Crim is still in there, and right now both teams are getting picks left and right. Squidding Good pushing forward though and getting the opening points.
Yeah, they're getting an opening basket here, but can they actually do a follow-up? Because that's the first thing they struggled doing last time. Crim2 quickly, with that shutdown of their spawn, not being able to do a follow with your first clam sucks, because that's the first 20 points. That's the only one that's free. Every other power clam at least costs you 10 points minimum. Crim comes in again with their signature, throwing in a power clam, see where it ends up in the basket. Silver there as well, coming in to get some more power clams, pushing it to 65, 62. Another power clam coming in for Pika, that was the pity clam. Very strong pusher, pushing it to 39. But I don't think they're still done yet, because there's still Silver around, pushing it to 36. I think that might be the end of the push. Crim trying to look for an opening, but the sidestep, no, it's not the safest bet, as they're being chased by multiple people around the map. Splatana against 3 people is going to be a very, very difficult weapon to win that fight.
I love the way Crim is able to just throw themselves at the basket, not even trying to get control, just throwing themselves, throwing as many clams as they can, and it works. It usually doesn't work. It's not supposed to work. How does Crim make it work?
I think with the Splatana, you don't really actually have a lot of sound or ink that you put on the map, so you can actually sort of sneak around, because he's always sneaking and waiting, and just waiting for the one opportunity. I see him off with 6 or 7 clams, so they're just waiting to get 1 or 2 clams next to the basket, and then they're just there, throwing a power clam. I think that's what they're doing, and they're doing it very well. Look at the right, look at the bottom right. Crim is just at the bottom right. Look at that. Yeah, there he is. Oh, he got caught out there, unfortunately. That's what he does, he's just sneaking. Oh, sneaky little bastard.
Yeah, so sneaky, and right now Gecko is trying some sneak of their own. That's not gonna be enough. Crim, Iron defense right now, really pushing and maintaining so much chaos that Squidding Good can't really get enough control of the basket to really push that ball in. That's going to be a work. Finally, they get it in, and they should get the lead with just 1 clam.
1 clam will just be enough. They got the clam in. A very good push from Squidding Good, as they're now in control of this game. And there's a big penalty on the side of Crim2, but they're not done yet. Gecko gets a splat and gets more clams in, pushing it to 23. There's still 2 clams in, there's 3 clams into the spawn. But that bomb for Crim is gonna make it enough to push it all the way to 20. But that might be the end here. Unfortunately, Crim gets splatted, and that gives 1 clam to the spawn, but luckily enough for Crim, there was no one really good around to capitalize on that 1 clam. But a very strong push for them. And now Crim is in a little bit of a hot spot, because they have only about a little bit more than a minute left to push this game around and actually get a big 50 points into the basket.
But with just 1 splash left alive and getting picked themselves, it looks like Crim is in a good position to get a push. With just 1 minute left, as you said.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Squidding Good.
And Crim, with a crazy clutch from Bazooka, is getting a wipeout. The basket is open. They just need more clams, and they get that lead back. But Wiper is going to get it. Probably just one more clam, and that's it. Crim has the lead, and they're not done yet.
No.
And they get another wipeout.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That is
what a way to end it.
That was insane. That was insane. That was a very clutch Suka, but also shout out to that double wipeout. Not even one. Double wipeout to secure that game. An amazing showing from Crim2, knocking out the #1 seed of this tournament, Squidding Good. Believing in Crim is the way to go, as they are going to fight Mako Team 1, who lost against 1500 V-Bucks. Also a very, very strong team who knocked out some strong opponents as well. Let's see how Crim2 is going to handle Mako Team #1. Funny, now it's Mako Team 1 against Crim2.
Yeah, that set was so close until it really wasn't. That last push by Crim2 was so powerful. And we will be right back with Losers Finals right after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Splatoon Stronghold, a stronghold for competitive Splatoon, providing resources to long-timers and newcomers alike. If you're new to the competitive scene or still figuring out how to join, we have a getting started guide and plenty of other resources to help you in your journey. If you are a seasoned veteran, we still have plenty to offer. You can find and join tournaments as well as participate in our Captain Forum and find free agents and teams. Our mission is to make competitive Splatoon easily accessible to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join the Splatoon Stronghold today!